I'm going to record this one. I will get out some recordings this week to us all as well as a nice little bunch loaded and ready to hang out into the ether. So Monday malasana, second song on the playlist, Lace. If you're playing the playlist, we'll start it together in 3, 2, 1. Guys, guess what we're going to start in? Malasana. Come and sit in your squat, top of the mat. Have a bit of space in front of you. Toes out, heels in. Come and settle the hips down into a nice deep squat. And as you start to find your way into that squat, don't stay still. Yeah, move. Let your body just take a moment to find its way into this space. Inner thigh, pelvis, groin, outside of hips, lower back perhaps. Hands can be in prayer or not. Your choice, whatever feels good to you, okay? And then you can take the fingertips to the floor. Take at least 5 of these, lift the hips up, straighten the legs, drop the bum down, okay? Knees push out, okay? And you're going for your deepest squat, and I want you to keep your heels on the floor. So your malasana is wherever your heels can stay on the floor. If your feet can't stay fully flat all the way to the bottom, then simply do not drop all the way to the bottom, okay? It's gonna be the same for Skandasana this evening as well. If and when that shows up, same rules apply. It does make it more of a challenge because we're used to just sinking in to our pelvis, but actually if the ankle range of motion isn't quite there, then it can be a little bit intense for the arch and the Achilles to constantly be practicing that way. Okay, all the way down into your squat for one last time when you're ready. Bring the hands into prayer at heart center, thumbs to the sternum. Look forwards or lift the chin and chest. Roll your shoulders down your back and lengthen the spine. As you do this, pushing the knees out, active in the legs, you might find that you rise up a little bit. So your sit bones might actually lift away from the floor just a touch more. Not very much, but just maybe a little bit, okay? So you just got a little bit more lift, much more activation in the legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Okay, hands to the earth, take an inhale. You're going to start to push your bum to the sky, turn your toes forwards, not in, just forwards, and let your head hang, let your body dangle. So after your day or your weekend, whatever kind of has left any tension in the spine, I want you to just dangle and let yourself decompress, let it all go. Take a little bob up and down, like the head's going closer and then further away from the floor. Maybe you sway side to side. Feel the length of the spine. Be with that sensation. Notice what it is, how it feels. Yeah, breathe. And tip your tailbone towards the ceiling. Back of neck, shoulders, long. And then from here, as you inhale, flip your toes out, heels in, sit back into your malasana. Exhale here. And then inhale, stand tall, push into the soles of the feet, reach the hands above the sky. Okay, toes are still pointed out. As you exhale, you're going to sit the bum all the way back down, malasana, squat pose. Inhale, tip the hands to the floor, lift the bum. We're going to step back, find your plank position. Take an inhale here, roll forward so your shoulders stack on top of your wrists. As you exhale, hug your elbows in, lower to the floor for chaturanga. And then knees can come down or stay on your toes, push back into your plank. Then knees come wide, big toes touch, come into child's pose. And then as you sit back to child's pose, keep your left hand grounded, reach your right hand to the sky, inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm up all the way underneath. So thread the needle here. Side of the head, back of the right arm grounded to the earth. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Another breath in. Another release out. And press into your left hand. Unthread your right arm, big reach up to the sky. Bring the right hand out, forwards in front of you. Same thing again with the left arm. Inhale, reach the left hand high. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the body. Big stretch to the back of the left shoulder. And big breath in. Long, slow exhalation. And as you inhale, push into your right hand, lift your left hand to the sky. Bring your left hand forwards. Keep your forearms and your hands rooted. Look forwards and then draw your body all the way through. Sphinx, seal, cobra. Maybe you're ready for an up dog. Take a moment in up dog or back bend, whatever it is. Let the shoulders draw away from the ears. Push into the tops of the feet. Let the front body lengthen. And bring yourself, back and up. Downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Long exhale. Push your heart back towards your thighs, pedal out through the heels. Again, movement in down dog is going to be a great thing here. Yeah, so don't let there be too much stagnation in practice today. Let's try and keep the body moving regularly. Nice, deep breath in. Long exhale. Beautiful. Nice. And from here, push into the palms, bend your knees, flip your feet over to the left, so your heels go over towards the left. Reach your right hand up and over by your ear, and then bend your knees to your bum, moves all the way back towards your heels. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to push your bum to the sky, lift your right foot and step it to the outside edge of your right side of your mat. Lizard lunge, hands to the inside of your right foot. Lift your chest forwards, take a little movement forwards, back, up and down, and lengthen the chest. So feel into the pelvis. Think about that half malasana shape that's now happening on your right leg. Yeah, what does it look like? What does it feel like? Is it good? Is it challenging? Okay. And then flipping your right toes to face straight ahead. Left heel flips in and down. Try not to move your left foot. So don't try and shuffle it heel to arch alignment. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Lift your left arm to the sky. Okay, so just leave the foot where it is rather than making all those little miniature adjustments. Can you move this evening from the space that you land in? It might feel weird, it might feel awkward, it might feel really good. Okay, just let your body be as it is. Reach the hands to the sky, take a breath. Straighten your right leg, hands in prayer. Bring your left heel in and sit down in your Skandasana without your left foot lifting. Yeah, it might not be as low as you usually go. It might be lower, you might surprise yourself. Okay, find the space. Your hands can be on the floor as well, if that feels good. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Okay, right arm's reaching up and over here. Turn your left toes to face the back, be on the ball of your right foot. You're coming to plant the right hand, left hand to the sky, revolve your lunge. Big reach up to the sky. Okay, pull your left thigh in. Feet stay the same. Yeah, don't wiggle them. You want to, but don't. Yeah, I want to. I want to move my feet into alignment. Step back to the space you landed in and just be there. Notice that it's a different sensation. You know, we're not always going to land exactly where we expect to be. So if we're always practicing in a place that feels more than ideal, it always feels absolutely optimal in terms of accurate alignment, then we're never prepared to be able to move from a different space. So take another breath, another exhale. Bring the left arm up and over by your ear, roll onto the little toe edge of your right foot. Left foot steps on top of your right side plank, Vashisthasana. Yeah, big breath in. Long breath out. Nice. Bend your knees, bring your left foot to the floor, release your right foot. Okay, as your right foot comes away from the floor, left hand's coming down, you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand at the back of the mat. Lizard lunge this time as you reach the right hand to the sky, lower your left knee. We did this the other day in practice. When was the other day? Wednesday night. That was it. I was like, I know I was in Lisbon. Can't remember what day it was. As you inhale, you're going to bring the left heel towards the bum. Right hand's going to go for a high five with the sole of your foot. And then reach it up and over. However you want to make this your own. Okay. Now you might want to smack the foot, give it a little tap, and then reach the hand all the way up. Bring the right elbow down to the heel. Yeah. Reach it up. A little pat. 5 of these. So we've got about 2 more, maybe 3. And this time you might grab the foot and push the foot into the hand. Open up. Breathe. Roll the shoulders back. Feel the space in the chest, the shoulders, the body. Release the right foot. Turn the left foot, right toes face the front. Reach the right arm up and over. So if you're trying to reach as far forwards as you can, hand to the floor, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, shift it forwards like you're in standing splits, and then roll the left hip on top of the right. And then when the left fingertips are ready to, if you've got balance, I don't know whether I have after this weekend, left hand's coming all the way up to the sky. Big breath in. Okay, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Talking of half moons, I drove back. Well, I didn't drive. Luke drove us back from Stansted. And because we were up at 2 a.m, we got to see the glorious blood moon exactly in half. So low and huge in the sky. It was amazing. It's like, well, it was worth it to be awake till 2:30 in the morning just for this. Take another inhale. Bend your right knee. As you exhale, you're going to step left foot wide, goddess squat. Goddess squat. Toes are probably further out than you want them to be. Take your hands to your thighs. Yeah, brace. Let the hips drop. Hips in line with your knee crease. It's a heck of a lot lower than any of us want it to be. a really fun thing I picked up on the training. A very horrible afternoon of learning that was, the squat day. Okay, right shoulder to the inside of your left heel. Imagine you're dropping it all the way down. Take a deep breath in. I always think of you, Ella, when we do this one. Long exhale, because I remember the day you were like, I want to do this. I think it was on a ladder flow or something. When I passed around a piece of paper. And I was like, oh my God, I always forget about this amazing twist. Left shoulder to the inside of the right heel. Okay, slow and steady. Keep the bum low. Don't let it lift. I know you want to, but we all want to. Try not to. Inhale, come back to the center. Chest stays low. Hands are on the thighs. And then release the arms. Hands in prayer. Lift the chest high. Draw the shoulders back. Sit back. Sit back. Big breath in. Long exhale, sink the bum lower. Lift your heels, big breath in, lift your heels, balance on the toes. Long exhale. Nice. Heels come to the floor. Windmill the hands to the inside of your left foot, turn your left toes out. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your bum to the floor. Come into your malasana, your squat pose. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, rise, reach the hands to the sky. Nice and tall and long in the body. Reach the fingertips up. Exhale, sink the bum all the way back down, all the way. Okay. Hands to the earth. Step back, find your plank. Inhale here. Exhale down to chaturanga. So it's down almost to the floor. And then push back up to plank. Knees come out and wide, big toes touch. Bum sinks back. Don't know why I said bum. There's such a emphasis then. But bum all the way back. Okay, reach the right hand to the sky, deep breath in. Thread the right arm underneath the body. And this time, maybe wrap the left arm up and around too. You're gonna go to catch the top of your right thigh with your fingertips, or at least head in that direction. Sit your bum back if you can. Notice if you've started to pull away from your heels. Then release the left hand to the earth, reach it forwards. Unthread the right arm, reach that forwards. Left arm to the sky, thread it underneath. Same thing, but the other way. It might not feel the same at all. Nice. Release the right hand, reach it forwards. Release the left hand, reach it forwards. Glide your chest close to the floor, body close to the floor, back bend. Push into the tops of the feet, take an inhale. And an exhale. Push up and back, down dog. Little bit of movement, okay, again, finding some space. Finding a little bit of stretch, a little bit of openness. Where you land, just let yourself be there. Notice if we keep correcting, keep shuffling, keep preparing the best we can. Yeah, let's be a little bit out of preparation practice. It's the theme of the week, yeah? Just not worrying about the preparation, being in each moment, evolving it, adapting it to what feels good. Flip onto the right side, the outside, sorry, of your feet. That doesn't make sense. Move your heels to the right, that makes sense. As you move your heels towards the right bum, towards the heels, reach the left arm up and over. Nice, big stretch back. Next breath, bring your hips forward, lift your left leg into the sky, and then land your left foot to the outside, the left side of the mat, lizard lunge, back knee is up. Little movement of the hips, up, down, forwards, backwards, yeah? Little roll of the pelvis, roll of the pelvis. Big breath in. Long exhale. Nice. From here, turn the left toe straight ahead. Flip your right heel in, leave it where it is. You're coming all the way up to your side angle. Side angle, wherever your left hand wants to land, your forearm wants to land. Yeah, feel into that space. Notice that your feet are probably really off the center line that they're usually in. That's okay. In fact, I'd probably hedge your bet that it's probably all right for 90% of us. Let the body breathe, let the pelvis have its freedom of movement here. And then as you inhale next, you're coming all the way up to the top. Palms come together, okay? Flip your right heel in, sit down into your skandasana as low as you can without the right heel lifting. Yeah, notice how different that is for the body. Do not let the heel come off the floor. Stay with your right foot fully planted. You might need to be more like this. That's okay. What's wrong with that? That's where your skandasana is right now. Deep breath in. Long exhale. As you slowly breathe here, finding that connection to space. And take that twisted lunge at the back of the mat. Windmill the arms up and over as you do to frame the back foot, spinning the toes to face the back, ball of left foot. Again, leave the left foot where it is. You might feel like you're in a bit of a crisscross, or you should at least if the foot's kind of stayed in that same position. It'll feel like your left foot is more over towards the right side, your right foot is more towards the center of the mat or towards the left. Okay, leave it that way. Notice the feeling is different here. The feeling is always different. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Nice big twist here. Nice. And then from here, reach the right arm up and over by the ear. Look forwards, look forwards, look forwards. Keep looking forwards. Right hand to the earth. Come up onto your wrong leg. Ignore what I just said. Come all the way back into your twisted lunge. And as you come back into your twisted lunge, slowly from here, you're going to step the right foot back, finding your side plank. Okay. Step it all the way back. Yeah, we're not ready for that yet. We're not ready for that yet. Step the right foot on top of the left. As you find your Vashisthasana, feel the sensation there. Deep breath in. Right foot needs to plant, left foot needs to come off the floor for this one, okay? Bend your right knee, left knee, and then bring your right hand down as you step the left foot to the outside of the left hand at the back of the mat. So you're back in a lunge. Right knee's coming down this time. Yeah, we're breathing space into the pelvis. We're moving into that breath as well, or with that breath, moving into that space. And then from here, this is the one where we get to give a high five to our back foot. Left hand reaches up and around. See if you can clap the right foot with the palm and bring it down. Maybe your elbow drifts all the way to the inside of the left heel and ankle. Maybe right hand, left hand up and over, right foot. Elbow down. Arm up. Nice, we're gonna go for 5 of these in total. So don't worry if you lost count, just do a couple more. If you know you've done 5 already, then grab that back foot, open up the chest, spin the left shoulder on top of the right. Yeah, spin the left shoulder on top of the right. Think about what that could mean in your body, how that could feel, what that could change. Maybe you're on the right forearm and elbow. Maybe you're up on the right hand. Kick your foot back into the hand. Feel strong there. Stable there. Breathe. Nice. Slowly release the back foot. This is it for real this time. Left hand reaches forward. Turn your left toes forwards. Tuck your right toes under. As you reach your left hand out in front of you, spring off your right foot. And as you find that kind of semi-standing splits position, work on rolling your right hip on top of your left. Spread your left toes. Right hand will really slowly reach up, up, up to the sky. Yeah, maybe you don't find too much balance. Maybe you find loads of balance. Yeah, who knows? Nice, from here, bend your left knee. Softly step your right foot back. Find your goddess squat at the long edge of your mat, facing the opposite way to before. Slide your hands to your thighs. Sit the bum nice and low. Slightly different this time, we're gonna bring our left forearm to the inside of the left thigh. We're gonna take a side bend. I love this one too. Reach the right arm up and over. Push your knees out, bum low. Knees out, bum low. Even more, knees out, bum low. Come through the center. Right forearm to right thigh. Knees out, bum low. Even that cue, it's enough. I don't even have to see, yeah? Even all of us could be going a little bit lower. Nice, come back through to the center. Take a breath with your hands to your thighs. Then exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Sit low. Nice. So this time, stand up. Turn your toes in, heels out. And then fold, hinge from your hips. Slow and steady. Hands to the earth, head to the ground, maybe. Maybe you enjoy hanging out in the wide leg. Maybe for you, it's an opportunity to use that strength you've just built to come upside down into headstand. If you're thinking about headstand, you're thinking about hugging the elbows in, rolling onto the tips of your toes. As the feet elevate, they are strong, the legs are strong. Okay, if you bring the legs in, that's all good. If you want to come into that mini crow pose position, that's all good too. Yeah, whatever takes your fancy, but make sure it feels good. Yeah, squeeze the legs, squeeze the thighs. Really nice, everyone. Good. Another deep breath in your forward fold, wherever you are. Lovely. I squeeze the legs in, big squeeze. Beautiful. Slowly, everyone, if you're in your headstand, you're coming down, wide legs, you're lifting halfway, inhale. Yeah, walk your hands around to the inside of your foot, front of the mat. right foot, left foot steps forwards, malasana, squat pose. Nice. Nice, sitting nice and low, hands in prayer at heart center. Lift the chest, push into the feet a little bit more. You feel a little bit more of a rise. Happy days. Nice. Inhale, slowly push into the soles of the feet, rise all the way up. This time at the top, come onto the tippy toes. Heels down, hands to heart. Take a step back with both feet. Got some space in front of you. Deep breath in, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, sit down into your malasana, or as you come down, plant your hands out in front of you, heel ball toe the feet in. See if you can just do it once. Yeah, toes in, heels in, and then rock forwards, bakasana, crow pose. As you move forwards, knees on triceps or just above elbows. Yeah, if you want less of an intense feeling in the tricep muscle, I really recommend putting your knees just above the bony part of your elbow. Yeah, just above it. So kind of that space just between where the meaty, juicy part of the upper arm starts and the bony part, the angle of the elbow finishes. Yeah, look forwards, look forwards, look forwards. Look in the direction you want to go, the way you want your feet to come up and off. Pull your heels to your bum if you're in your crow. Pull your heels in tight, toes trying to come up as well. Beautiful, everyone. Keep looking straight ahead, breathing, breathing. Nice. Step, walk, or jump back. Okay. Your flow is chaturanga, back up to plank, child's pose, draw it through. Okay. A little bit more energy than more of a traditional vinyasa, but it's activating all in the right spaces and places. Back up and down, downward facing dog. Okay. Drop your heels over to the left, right arm up and over by the ear. Bend your knees, bum back to heels. And then from here, as you straighten the leg, shoot your right knee, bring it up towards the right elbow. And then at the last moment, land the foot, lizard lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the back heel in and down. Find your side angle, whatever variation that is for you. Okay, but keep the feet the same. Don't adjust them. Yeah, deep breath in. A little bit different this time. We're going to bring the left hand back down. As you bring the left hand down, right hand to the sky. Step it up and over. Wild thing. Wild thing. Push your hips high. Bend your left knee a little bit if that feels better on the knee joint. Drop your head back, hips towards the sky. Big breath in. Long exhale. Nice. Bend your knees, step your right foot back up and over, lizard lunge. And then to the back of your mat, skandasana. Come into your skandasana, lift your hands high. Left heel does not come off the floor. Right hand to the floor, spin out into a twisted lunge facing the back of the mat. Now leave the feet the same. Have them across. Yeah, your left foot is center, or almost center. Right foot might be over to the left side of the mat. Left hand high, feel what the difference is in the balance. Deep breath in. Exhale, step the left foot on top of the right, side plank. Right foot gets freed. Yeah, free out the right foot. Yeah, let it come to the right elbow. And then see if you can step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Your left hand might need to come down. Yeah, lower the left knee, roll the thigh away. Pause for a moment, catch the breath, catch your back foot as well. If the foot isn't in your reach, open up, maybe bring the right hand to the right thigh. Twist the chest open. The only snag about teaching outside is my body temperature is all off. I'm like, oh, I'm actually quite out of breath. If I was inside, this would probably not be so intense. But hey, we're here for it, right? Release the back foot slowly. Little half Hanuman, just as you are here. Oh yeah, nice on the hamstrings. Good, bring it all the way back. Bring it all the way back. Nice, let's rebend the right knee. We're gonna see if we can navigate our way out of this. Tuck the back toes. And then as the toes tuck, I want you to bring the hands off the floor. Challenge yourself to find skandasana at the back of your mat. Again, heel doesn't lift. And then to find your Ardha Chandrasana at the front of the mat. Left hand down. And you're gonna take that transition 5 times. Yeah, so make sure that you actually visit 2 poses. Yeah, full skandasana. Even if it helps, it always helps me to do this. Take a full breath in each pose, okay? So back of the mat, skandasana. Front of the mat, half moon. Or you can grab the back foot, make it chapasana if that feels good. Yeah, if that feels like it's really available in the body. And the transition itself, yeah, that's the bit. Don't worry about realigning the feet. We're trying to make it kind of fit, because it doesn't really. This is a very unique movement. Yeah, we don't do this anywhere else in our lives apart from in yoga. So just honor that, yeah? We're practicing being a bit more fluid, a bit more free, finding space in places that maybe don't always feel so spacious, and having fun with the transition. If we wobble, if we topple, If we laugh or want to cry, if it's hard or it's feeling really unbalanced today, then that's part of it. To be with it. Enjoy the process of finding your way up to the top, to the back, and that there's no rush. Yeah, and you might eventually want to grab that back foot. You might think, yeah, that foot's really, really coming with me. That's cool. Amazing if it does. Also amazing if it doesn't. Yeah, it's your practice. It's your moment here. Nice. And also I always find transitions a very good moment to observe your response and behavior in practice. Okay, so not over analyzing, what does this say about me? But thinking, yeah, what is this telling me? Do I rush? Am I always rushing? Yeah, am I so slow and my mind is able to drift that I'm not really fully in my body? Do I feel anything anywhere physically? Or is my mind absent? Am I so present and really connected in this moment? And could I take this off the mat more? When you've taken your fifth one and you end up at the top of the mat in your Ardha Chandra, you're going to step into malasana. Yeah, squat pose. And hey, you can hang out there. You can just hang out there. Just be with it for a moment. Yeah. How does it feel? Yeah, probably pretty toasty in the thighs right about now. Pretty toasty in the thighs. Breathe. Be. Maybe you close the eyes. Maybe the breath needs to just come back. Heart rate needs to drop. It's a little bit warm where you are. Humid. Amazing. From this space, take a breath. Empty out through the mouth. Sigh it out. Inhale, stand tall, hands to the sky, come onto your tippy toes. Heels come down, hands to heart, step back. And so there's some space in front of you, okay? Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, you're sitting down into your malasana, squat pose. We'll visit that lovely pose first. Hands to the floor, shift forwards, and then wriggle your feet in. Yeah, toes behind, wrists. And then coming into your bakasana, your crow pose, looking forwards, finding the arm balance if that feels like it's in your practice tonight. Maybe it wasn't the first time, but maybe now we're like, hey, we can balance from one foot to the other in Skandasana and half moon. Pretty sure I can start to move towards a variation in my body of crow. Yeah. Each challenge then leads us to another place where we're like, hey, I feel pretty empowered to do this next thing. Step, walk, or hop back when you're ready. Chaturanga, back into your push-up, child's pose. And then slink it all the way through. Find a back bend that's good for you. Down dog. Downward facing dog. Nice, drop your heels over to the right. That's the right way. There she goes, just trying to figure out my rights and lefts. I'm like, which part of my body is what? Left arm up and over by the ear. Bend your knees, send your hips all the way back. Send your hips all the way back, okay? And then from here, as you spring up, you're gonna bring your left knee to try and kiss your left elbow. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Land your left foot. Stay up on your hands as you move in your lizard lunge. Okay, hips low, move forwards, backwards. Bob. Don't know who Bob is, but channel your inner Bob. Okay, right heel's flipping down, left toe to the front, side angle, however it looks. Wherever the feet are, leave them. Don't shuffle them in line with each other. Just come up and over. Feel the difference. This setup's kind of important because it makes everything kind of off kilter. Yeah, that's kind of the plan here. To make things feel a bit weird, wonderful. Yeah, maybe you want to move that top arm. Maybe you're really happy. Just keep it as it is and breathe as it is. Another deep breath in. Nice, another long exhale. We're going to take that wild thing. We're going to spin it back down. Right hand to the earth, spin onto the ball of the back foot. Left foot's going to step straight up and over. As it does, find your wild thing. Find your wild thing. Nice, deep breath into the front of the body. Push the hips higher. Press into your right hand. Let the head drop back if that feels good. And then from here, slowly step the left foot up and over. From here, Skandasana, back of the mat. Take a moment, right heel stays down. We're going to find our revolved lunge, palms to the floor, fingertips to the floor. Leave the feet the same. Right toes point to the back. Left toes are tucked, right hand to the sky. Right hand to the sky. Nice, from here, side planks at the right foot on top of the left. Take a breath so you can release the left foot from underneath. Bend your knees enough. And then from here, you're going to see if you can spring that left knee to kiss your left elbow as you bring it out wide. Right knee down to the mat. Yeah. Left hand's coming up and over. Maybe you're catching the back foot. Rolling left shoulder on top of right. Maybe hands to thigh. Breathe. Feel into this. What's it like? Yeah. All the fun to come. Left hand to the floor. Bring your back knee off the floor, then your hands off the floor. Skandasana on your left leg. Yeah, it doesn't have to be elegant. You know, I don't make it elegant. I'm like, how can I get into this pose without using my hands? And then from there, I'm going to move to the front. This is round 1 of Skandasana to half moon. And then you're just going to keep rolling through that 5 rounds. Nice. Again, watch yourself. Is it rushy? It is for Felicity. Rushy. Get it? Made a fun joke, didn't I? Yes, Hannah. Full of rush. Okay, or is it slow and steady? Yeah, is it present? And actually, neither one's good or bad. You're just observing a moment from the front to the back. Skandasana to half moon 5 times. And if you find this a challenge, how can you adapt? Yeah, do you have to bring your hand all the way to the floor? Yeah, could your Skandasana be a bit more like this? This is still Skandasana. Could your half moon be a little bit more like this? Yeah, still half moon. Yeah, it's so unique and personal, this practice. How can we ever imagine that we'd fit in a box? The same with everyone else. With our alignment, our approach to poses, our mindset, our life experience, the things that enrich us. Yeah, come and sit in your malasana. When you've taken your 5th round, maybe you've already done it. Nice, hands in prayer. Big breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Tuck chin and tailbone under. Come and sit. Roll the feet over the head. Plow pose, halasana. Hands to your back. Walk the hands towards the shoulders. Breathe. And maybe from here, plow pose is feeling a bit more of a challenge this evening. Always rest the knees on the forehead. You really feel like actually the whole shape is just not great. You can hug the knees into the chest, round the forehead towards the knees, and get that lovely stretch through the back still, without compromising. You're not missing out on that stretch then. Deep breath. Nice. Shoulder stand from here. So really walk your hands up the back towards the shoulders. Yeah. You want to get as much of your rib cage and the whole of your hand, from the tips of your fingers to the heel of your hand. Okay, so the hands are really like encasing your rib cage. There's not a feeling of not having connected in that space. And slowly from your shoulder stand, bend your knees, put them back down over the top of your head. Maybe you come into ear pressure posture. Maybe it feels good to have the knees either side of the ears. Maybe that feels like a little bit too much pressure. And coming all the way down with your feet. You're going to plant your palms facing down underneath your bum and then pop up onto the top of your head. Okay, resting on the top of your head, on the floor, pushing into your elbows. And from here, tuck your chin to your chest. Bend the knees, place the feet flat to the floor and move the hands out from underneath you. From this place, pick the knees up, the feet up, knees above hips, and then drop them all the way over to the left. Easy twist or extended twist. So you can kick that top leg away if that feels good. Breathe. And slowly from here, bend the right knee if it's extended. Bring the knees all the way through the center and then drop them over to the right. And as they come over to the right, left leg might extend. Feel the breath. I'm just going to let the body now be supported by the earth. And as the body's supported by the earth, you get to just go as deeply into these shapes in your warmed, open body as feels good. Bend the left knee if it's extended. Bring the legs all the way back through to the center. Place the left foot on the floor, right ankle above the left knee. Figure of four shape with the legs. Pigeon, recline pigeon. So however you want to take this, you're welcome to stay exactly as you are here. You want to loop the hands around the back of the left thigh and draw the leg in, you can. Okay, we are going to take the twist with it in a moment. So if that's where you're like, I really want to go there, I mean, maybe no one wants to do that, but I always want to do that. Then know that you can, you will in a moment. So try and pick something a little bit different for just this brief moment here while we just pause. Feel the outside of the right hip opening, how the right knee rolls away. And then from here, left foot to the floor or keep it off the floor as you drop the legs all the way over to the left. The right foot comes to the earth. Anchor your left hand around the front of your right ankle. Breathe into your body. Feel the right side expand, left side expand. Let there be space in all areas of the body. And pushing the right thigh away from your body, right knee up to the sky. Slowly releasing the foot, coming all the way back onto your back. Unhook your right ankle, bring the foot to the floor, switch. Left ankle on top of your right thigh, just above the knee. Breathe. Maybe you're hooking the hands around the back of the right thigh and drawing it in. Or you can still feel the sensation, residual sensation in your right hip from that pose. From this space, you're going to release either the foot to the floor or keep the foot off the floor if that's good. Drop the legs over to the right and hold around the front of the left ankle, with the right hand. And as you do that, breathe. And as you breathe, feel the space on the outside of the hip change. Maybe there's a little pressure of the thigh and knee coming out. And from this space, slowly releasing the ankle, coming onto the back again. Unhook the foot and then slide the feet wide to the edges of the mat, the arms out wide, toes drop out to the side. Close the eyes and take in a few moments to let the breath really bed you into the body here and the experience of completely letting go. There's an expansion and a softening through the ribs, the belly, maybe even the collarbone, the shoulders, the pelvis. And allow yourself to just continually sink in. Practice is the portal to growth. Every time we choose to come to our mat, choosing to expand on the foundation that we've already built for ourselves. Every time we agree to take rest, we make an pact and agreement with our bodies, with ourselves, our higher selves to actually pause, to integrate, to reflect, be present with whatever's coming up. Amongst the chaos and the noise of everyday life, we get to choose to continually take rest, take practice, keep coming home to ourselves to remember, to learn and to unlearn. Take a deep breath in, a long exhalation. Move the fingers to the toes. Take your familiar movements here to bring yourself back around. Let's face the breath. Face it forward. You stretch, lengthen back. You automatically draw the knees to the belly, to the chest. to gently move onto one side. Move yourself up and over to seated. With the eyes closed, bring the hands together in prayer. Bring our thumbs to third eye. And as we always do, we seal our practice together this evening with a bow of love, honor, and respect. Remembering that we are all connected. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great to be back. Great to be back. So lovely to see you all.
Thank you.